All right, this is part two. So I'm saying I'll talk for maybe 10 minutes about Sky since I'm gonna go talk about the girlfriend topic. Because this Friday I'm gonna man up and talk to her a bit more. I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna talk to her a bit more. I like the chick, man. I like her. I want to go on a date with her. Music can't say shit. I shut her for good. I'm saying. Yeah, you don't want your stars complaining about their checks, man. That's why pay them direct deposit. I want to ask Amazon, you guys, yeah, Ivan, we're gonna send you online. Ivan, how Amazon will pay us like PayPal kind of. So every like month, every 2 weeks or every month, Amazon will send me and VJ the royalty checks for the movie, for the Blu-ray sales and the merch. And me and VJ got a massive fat check. I don't know. Me and VJ, we get our first check. Our first check is like, I don't know, it's like $50 billion, something crazy. And VJ's like, oh my god, we made 50 million bucks. I'm like, yeah, VJ, our first check is like $50 million. Our next check is like $5 billion. We made like 20 million bucks off the movie, yeah. And then once you get that royalty check, you now have to call your accountants right away. You go to the office and he okay, take all the contract forms that all the actors, the stars signed, the major stars signed, as my seven team and yourself and Peter, obviously, and then calculate how much money is owed in total. Then me and Vijay will withdraw the money from our royalties into the to the business account. That way you can pay everyone. So me and Vijay, we got our 17, $18 billion check off the movie. Obviously, VJ's greedy. She doesn't want to. We don't have to give them the royalties. I'm like, VJ, don't be fucking greedy, man. You're getting greedy. If $700 million of our money goes to paying everyone, $800 million, it's nothing. You're getting greedy, man. That's a lot of money. I'm like, VJ, you're getting greedy. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Because a good, like, I don't know, like I don't know, 900 million, about $1 billion of our money is going to paying everyone. Because Peter's taking a good chunk of that. He's taking like what, like $450 million. A lot of money, man. And then John Favreau's taking 100 million. That's like 500 plus million. Dave's taking 33. You got to pay your actors, and it adds up, man. Like 800 million is going to paying all these guys. Yeah. So so okay, calculate how much money is owed in total. Get a calculator, okay? Calculate how much money is owed in total, and don't make a mistake. Calculate how much money is owed in total to all the stars who get the royalties, all the major stars who are getting royalties. To my seven team, yourself and Peter Jackson, Guillermo del Toro. Calculate, yeah, Ivan, a good like 780, $800 million is owed. Okay, me and VJ will take $800 million from from our account, obviously, from the 18 billion that we made, and we put it in the business account. And now he begins putting all. Now he begins what typing in all the amount owed to all the actors in the payment system. And then within the next couple hours, the actors get their statements. You have received $5.5 million. You have received $11 million. You have received $16 million. You have received $24 million. Ariana Grande gets a $24 million check. I was like, you know, saying John Favreau gets his $100 million check. Holy shit, I got $100 million. Yeah, Dave gets his like 33 million. The secretaries get their 5.5. The accountant, the head of production, the advisor gets his their 11 million. Like, holy shit, I got $11 million. I'm like, yeah, that's like 7 million after taxes. I'm like, holy shit, I got a fat check. Man, you happy? Yeah, Ivan, I'm happy. Man, I can get my Ferrari and Lamborghini with this money, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, man. You're welcome. I'm saying, I'm generous. I'm saying, yeah. Thank you, Ivan. You're very generous. I'm like, yes. I want you to work hard for me. You work hard for me, man. You deserve it, man. Here's $11 million check. Thank you, Ivan. He's happy because he got a fat check. The accountant, yeah, yeah. John's happy he got his 100 million royalty. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. That's a lot. Kevin Feige doesn't even make that in Hollywood, man. You got a fat check, 63 million after taxes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But somebody tells me John might want like 150. I'm like, John, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you 150 million dollars, man. You're getting fucking greedy. What most people in Hollywood don't even make this money, man. You're making way more than like 99% of all the people in Hollywood. You're getting greedy. I'm not paying you any more than $100 million. You're getting fucking greedy, man. Ivan, like you're making like a $20 million a movie. You're making a bill of $150 million. John, I'm not gonna pay you $150 million. You're getting greedy. Some say her. And if Dave wants like 60, I'm like, Dave, I'm not gonna pay you 60. You're getting greedy. $32 million is enough. You live a great life with that money, man. You're getting it's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, I gave you a good deal, man. The secretaries might be greedy. They want more. They want 10. I'm like, no, I'm not paying you 10. $5.5 million is enough. That's 3.3 million in your bank around there. That's a lot of money. Pay off your house with that money. You can buy your Ferrari and Lamborghini with that money. You see what I'm saying? Buy your kids their cars for university, for college. Easily pay for your kids' school. I gave you a fucking good deal. You're getting greedy. Thank you, Ivan. That's very nice of you. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And if you pay your team that money, they're going to work really hard for you because they're getting paid, man. They're getting their millions. Especially, they're getting their millions, man. Your team. They're making a lot of money, Sarah. That's why they'll work really hard for me. Because even though the crewmen are making a lot of money, it's not the kind of money the team are making and like Peter's making or Mel and like the actors are making, Sarah. They're making their millions. They're going to be living that lavish celebrity life. Whereas the crewmen are not living the lavish celebrity life, but they're living still the rich life for an average person, They're living a great life, obviously. Sarah. Yeah. They're living a great life. The team, Sarah. That's why the team's gonna be living that life now with me and BJ. Buy their multi-million houses, their nice cars. Um, John can afford his own jet. The team cannot afford their own. Dave Filoni can afford a jet, but a cheaper jet, like a shitty jet. You can buy maybe like a cheap like 5, 6, 7. Those are shitty jets. You can get that if he wants, but he can't. Like Jon Favreau's worth $200 million. He can afford his own jet. You might get maybe like a 17, 18 million jet, John. Yeah, when I get my $100 million royalty, I'm gonna buy my own jet. I'm like, John, be careful how you spend your money. Don't blow your one. Oh, don't worry about it. I won't blow it. Yeah, don't blow it, man. Save a good chunk of that. You're not making the kind of money you're making. Or please, don't hate me. Make sure you save a good chunk of that, which he will. If he makes 100 million, he makes 62 million after taxes. He might maybe blow if he wants to get the jet, he might maybe buy like a $17 million jet. Maybe blow maybe $1.5 million of his money, and the rest he saves. Sarah. He saves a good maybe like 43 million, 43 million, $44 million of his money he saves. He puts that in his bank, and the rest he gets his jet with it, and he might blow maybe $1.5 million, get stuff for his family, his kids, himself, for his house, go on vacation, get souvenirs, that kind of stuff, Sarah. Get more cars. Because chances are John and Dave, they might have a big car collection, maybe like 20 cars. The celebrities like having big car collections. You might have like a 20 car collection. John, Dave has like a 10, 15 car collection because they're getting paid a lot of money out. The secretaries have a car collection too. When they get their royalty checks, they buy like a bunch of cars. Yeah, I'm going to get my Ferrari. I'm going to get my Lamborghini. Yeah, be careful how you spend your money. Yeah, don't worry about it, Ivan. They spend a good like 700 grand on like cars, 600K on cars. They get like high-end Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and they get like cheaper cars, like the 50, 60, 70,000 cars. They get they have a car collection. They might do that. Whereas me, I'm not a fan of having a huge car collection because you're wasting money. I'm only gonna have like 3 cars. That's enough. And then VJ can have her 3 cars. I'm gonna get my Porsche, my Lamborghini, and my Ferrari, and then VJ can get her. I don't know, she probably gets her Benz and her BMW, convertible Benz, or BMW, or convertible BMW, her Benz, and maybe like her SUV or something like that. Or Genesis or Lexus, winter Lexus, I'm saying. VJ might get, or a Corvette. VJ might, or a Porsche. VJ might get a Porsche. Women like Porsches. VJ might get a Porsche too, or a coupe, a Volkswagen. I don't know what car she likes, right? Yeah, a Mazda, an Audi. Audis are nice cars. Yeah, she might get those cars, VJ. That's why me and the team are gonna be living that life. And because you're living that life, they're gonna work really hard for you. They're not gonna slack off like these fucking people at restaurants who slack the fuck off. Obviously, they work hard, but they catch them slacking off all the time, man. They all slack off. Everywhere I work, I always catch all the managers and all them, the supervisors slacking off, man, because they don't get paid enough, man. But I wish what? I wish all these fucking employees were generous like Ivan, who actually cares about his employees. Whereas these fucking bosses at restaurants don't give a shit about their employees. They pay us all shitty fucking money. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking cheap. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's easily can afford to pay all their employees like a good like 17 an hour, but they're fucking cheap. They pay them like 15 an hour because they're cheap. And they give the supervisors and managers like 70-cent raises because they're cheap, obviously. McDonald's is cheap as fuck, yeah. At nighttime, they can easily afford to have two people in the back and 2 people in the front, but they only have 2 people working at night because they're fucking cheap, McDonald's. McDonald's is a $24 billion a year businessman. And I heard they make like a good like $7 billion in profit or something like that, the company, every year. Easily afford to pay all the employees like 17 an hour. They're just fucking cheap. Because they're cheap, obviously. I wish all these employees were like Ivan, who's generous, who cares about his employees. Yes, I actually care about the employees because I know the feeling of being poor. It's not fun not having any money, man. That's why make sure the crewmen get paid well. Make sure your actors get paid well. The Hollywood stars or Hollywood actors. Make sure your team's taken care of and they get paid well. At the same time, you and VJ benefit. You make your billions off the movie and the merch. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. Sarah? Yeah. Peter gets his $450 million check. He gets his $80 million check for the merch. You know what I'm saying? Peter signed like almost a $700 million deal. He makes like $370 million after taxes for the 5 years of Zayn. It's fat fucking almost $400 million in his bank. Because he's greedy, he wants more money. I'm like, Peter, man, I'm not going to pay you more money, man. You're fucking greedy, man. Alright, I want like $700 million in rollies. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not gonna pay you that, man. $450 million, $80 million is enough. You're making $700 million in New Zealand money. Yeah, but I want more, but I want like $1 billion of the I'm like, no, I'm not gonna pay you that, you fucking greedy pig. Yeah, you like taking all the money for yourself for all your movies. I'm not gonna let you do this for Zayas and take the whole 1% for yourself. I'm not gonna sign you, Peter, to a $1 billion deal, man. You're fucking crazy. Because he wants a $1 million deal, because he wants like $600 million in his bank, and he's greedy, obviously. No, Peter, that's enough. $370 million in your bank is enough. This is double what you made for the rings. It's enough. You're just being greedy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a greedy pig, obviously, Samsara. Same for Mel. I'm not paying Mel anymore than that, man. Mel, that's enough. It's a deal. Yeah, you're getting greedy, guys, Samsara. Same goes for the Gray Escape. If Keanu Reeves is greedy and he wants like $200, I'm like, no, Keanu. I'm not paying you $200. You're getting greedy, man. You're not worth $200 for my movie. You know what I'm saying? Warner Bros. May be crazy enough to pay you like, I don't know, $250 million for the majors. I'm not going to pay you that for the Gray Escape. You're a big actor. You're going to build buzz. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, obviously. You're pretty compared to me. Don't hate me. But you're a big actor. Hence why I'm giving you $125 million of the royalties. But that's enough. I'm not paying you any more than that. All right, what about $200 million? I'm like, no, Keanu. I'm not going to pay you that. You're getting greedy, man. 120, it's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. And if Ben wants 100, I'm not paying him 100. $66 million is enough for the fucking Gray Escape movie. That's enough. If Scarlett wants like 80, I'm not paying her 80. $60 million in royalties is enough. You see what I'm saying? If John Krasinski wants like 40, I'm not paying him that. $25 million in royalties is enough. If Brie Larson wants 25, I'm not paying her that. $11 million in royalties is enough for the movie. If Paul Bettany wants like 25 million royalties, no. 11 million royalties is enough. You're getting greedy. You don't make this in Hollywood. This is live. We don't even make this in Hollywood. Yes, that's my point. You don't make this in Hollywood on average. Hence why accept my deal. and experience the success and fame with me, and you get to be a movie star for The Great Escape. An experience that will like buzz with me. Or Michael B. Jordan will experience the buzz with me for The Matrix if I do the Matrix trilogy. So they don't hate me, Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry, yeah. That's why my company will blow out of the water, and all the Hollywood actors want to work for me. VJ's so bad, it's really crazy. You're gonna see how tough my company is in the documentary. Holy shit, Ivan's company is top notch. Everything is high tech payment system, flown property on his high end jet, $300 jet. His grand tours look like property, you know what I'm saying? The limo services, the luxury buffets. You know what I'm saying? Staying at suites. The parties in his yacht, his $300 condo. Tables in his yacht. The high end ad shoots. Professional ad shoots. With the posters. You know what I'm saying? The digital magazine ads for the Sky Source News. The Sky Source News. Yeah, that's only top notch. They're also in the game too, right? The Unreal Engine 5 games. That's only top. My company will be top notch. Yeah, man. Some Sarah. I'll talk about the girlfriend topic. I could make a full video here, guys. I can talk about the girlfriend topic in the next part. I want to talk more about Sky Source for this part. Yeah. Do you trust Peter with the contracts? No, I don't. That's why I'm not giving him full power, because I'm scared if I do, he's going to pay all these hackers a shit contract. You don't think $500,000 is enough for Von Joe? That's a lot of money. I'm like, no, Peter. It's not that great. Ivan, it's a great paycheck, man. You don't think $500K is a lot of money? That's a lot of money, Ivan. This is like double my one of these actors made. It's a good paycheck. I'm like, Peter, it's not that great. Ivan, it's a great paycheck, man. You don't think $400K after tax is a lot of money? It's a lot of money. I'm like, Peter, it's not that great, man. Easy blow. Ivan will be fine. Well, Gary Rosenthal will be fine. He's not worth $11 million, Ivan. This is local, man. This is how much Ace was making Hollywood, Ivan. He's not worth that. $950K is a good contract for Von Josie, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? And VJ's like, Ivan, Peter has a point, you know what I'm saying? Peter has a point, Ivan. Von Josie's worth like about a $950,000 contract. The account League of Odds told me, Ivan, that's what he's worth. You're being too generous with Von Josie. He's not worth $11 million contract. This is crazy. $6 million in his bank, that's local, man. That's how much Ayers is making Hollywood, Ivan. He's not worth that. What is wrong with you, Ivan? I will never pay him this. I'm paying like $500K, $200K for the game, $250K for the merchant. That's it. That's good enough, Ivan. That's like $450K in his bank. That's enough money to last him for a couple of years, Ivan. We'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? He'll get Wilson Hall. We'll be fine, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, you're blinded by your greed. $400K is not that great for a Hollywood actor. You can easily blow that in like 3 years. Ivan, he'll get Rose in Hollywood, will be fine. You know what I'm saying? He's already rich. He'll get Rose in Hollywood. I'm like, Peter, he can't get like a $100,000 Porsche. He can get a $40,000 Porsche, Ivan. That's good enough. He's greedy. Yeah, but like if you want a Von Josie to get is like $100,000 Porsche, $180,000 Lamborghini, or Ferrari, you need to make sure he gets paid. $400K, he can't afford that. If he wants to get a car, that's like half his money gone. Ivan, he can still get like a $50,000 Benz, a $40,000 Porsche. That's good enough. Because he's freaking greedy and cheat. He's greedy and cheat. I'm like, Peter, you greedy pig. Stop. You're blinded by your greed. Pay him his $11 million contract. Don't be greedy. You know what I'm saying, Peter? Fine, I'm just saying, he's ripping you off, man. He's a B-list actor, man. He's not worth this. This is madness, Ivan. What is wrong with you? I would never pay him this, I'm saying, because if he is greedy and cheat, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, that's why he'll work harder for you, and he'll destroy the role of Papari. I know what I'm doing, man. He'll work harder for you than what your Lord of the Rings actors did for your movie, Peter. You're right, Ivan. They'll work really hard for you. Yes, Peter, they're going to work really hard for you. Peter, making this movie is blood, sweat, and tears. You want the stars to work hard for you. No, Ivan, they'll still work hard. Don't worry about it. I'll get them to work hard for you. Don't worry about it, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, do you want them to brag how much revenue covers? Oh, Ivan, they'll brag. Don't worry about it, man. They don't even make this in Hollywood, Ivan. $500K is a good paycheck for Von Josie, Ivan. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. He makes like $350K for his movies, Ivan. It's a good paycheck. He's greedy, obviously, yeah. It's a lot of money, Ivan. He's greedy, yeah. Ivan paid John Boyega like $1.5 million. That's good enough, Ivan. He doesn't even make that in Hollywood. He makes like $800K in Hollywood, Ivan. $1 million. I'm like, no, Peter. Pay him his 8, 8.5, 8.9. Don't be cheap and greedy, man. Pay John Boyega is a rising star. He's a major character of the story. Make sure he gets paid. It's not fair, Peter, that you're blinded by your greed. You know what I'm saying? You're making your, like, I don't know, your $690 million deals. Not fair that you're making all these millions, hundreds of millions, and you're paying these stars peanuts. Ivan, they're not worth this contract, Ivan. They're puny compared to me. And that's why I'm making more of them. Yes, Peter, but you have to think about the stars. It's not just about you. It's not just about you getting paid, the 17 getting paid, and me and Vijay getting paid. You need to think about the stars too. They need to get paid too. They're Hollywood actors, the best of the best. Make sure they get paid. That way they're happy and they're not angry. Ivan, they won't be angry. Don't worry about it. They'll work hard for me. Ivan, I know you worry. You worry if you pay Evangeline $500K, you won't work hard for me. I'm like, yes, Peter. Ivan, don't worry about it. I'll get work hard for me. Don't worry about it, Ivan. Don't worry about it. I'll get work hard for you. I was like, Peter's by his greed. I'm like, no, Peter. Pay him his $11 million. Don't be fucking cheap, Cesar. Pay John Boyega his 8.9 VJ or 8.5 or 8 to save money, and you give him $5.5 million in royalties. Sign him to $1.5 million deal for the game, and give him $250K for the merch. Obviously, don't pay him VJ like a $3 million deal, $1.5 million. Don't do that. He'll be angry. He won't be mad, man. Like, he doesn't even make this hard. I'm like, Peter, he'll be angry. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? He saw my videos. He'll be angry. Ivan, if he's angry, that's his problem, man. He's not worth this contract. People want to tell him that, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, if they're angry, it's their problem, man. They're not worth this money, man. Like, get paid for what they're worth, Ivan. $500K is a good contract for Evandro. You don't see it as a good contract, Ivan? The reason why Peter thinks $500K is a good contract because he's used to that payment structure in Hollywood. Because he did The Hobbit and he did Lord of the Rings and all his actors got shitty money, he thinks $500K is a lot of money because he's blinded by his greed, obviously. He only thinks about what's good for him. He wants to get a fat payday. Fuck everyone else. I just want to get paid, yeah. He thinks it's a great paycheck because he's blinded by his greed and he's used to how all his actors making shitty money. See what I'm saying? Because the Hobbit actors I heard made shitty money too. They made like $250K for the 3 movies. The Hobbit, like, dwarf actors. The only actors I heard who got paid was the Dwarf King actor and the actor for Bilbo and Gandalf. Those 3 actors got paid, and Orlando Bloom I heard made like $1 million he made $1 million for each for 2 of the movies. So Orlando Bloom got a pretty good paycheck because he was not that big of a character but the dwarf actors got shitty money. The only ones who got pretty good money were the Dwarf King actor, I forget his name, and the actor for Bilbo. Martin Freeman, he got I heard $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million around there for a Hobbit. And the other actor, the Dwarf King actor, got about the same thing. Whereas the other dwarf actors got shitty money. They made $300K, $250K for the 3 movies. They got peanuts, yeah. Peter's used to the actors making that kind of money. That's why he thinks $500K is a good paycheck for Von Joj. He has a point. I see Peter's point. Peter's thinking because Peter knows Yvonne Jody is not worth $11 million. He knows that's crazy. Ivan, that's how much A-listers make. He's not worth that. You're being too generous. But Peter, I'm thinking about the bigger picture. I know if I pay him this money can last him for 10 plus years. And he can live that great celeb rich life. Get his $100,000 Ferrari or Porsche or Benz or BMW. He can get his nice clothes. He can buy it a $2 million condo. You see what I'm saying? Pay him $400K, he can still live in a great life, obviously, but he can easily blow that money in a couple years. But Peter will be Ivan, he'll be fine, don't worry about it, he'll get roles in Hollywood. Once he does Zanes, he'll be world famous, he'll get roles in Hollywood, Hollywood will pay him pretty good money, he'll be fine, Ivan. Because Peter's cheap and greedy, obviously, you see what I'm saying? Obviously, you see what I'm saying? Peter is cheap and greedy, obviously. Are you saying, yeah, Peter only cares about what's good for him? He's greedy, man. The fact that he took all that money for Lord of the Rings, that's mine, it's all mine. He doesn't care about the stars. He only cares about himself. He only cares about his payday. How much money can he make? Because he's greedy, obviously. He's blinded by what he's doing to the other actors by taking all the money from himself because he's greedy. He's a greedy pig, obviously. Could have easily given a good, I don't know, like 500K each to each of the 7 stars for Lord of the Rings. He could have done that. He didn't do that. He's greedy. He took all the money for himself, obviously. $250 million he made, man, for Lord of the Rings. And for The Hobbit, I heard he made his hundreds of millions too. I don't know how much he made, but he made a lot of money for The Hobbit too. He took the whole thing for himself for The Hobbit too. He's greedy. He did the same thing for King Kong. You know what I'm saying? He's greedy, Peter. He's a greedy pig, obviously. Sarah. Yeah, it's easier for you to think 500K is a good paycheck, Peter, when you sign your $700 million deal. It's easier for you to say that when you're going to make your hundreds of millions, almost $400 million for taxes you're making. It's easier for you to say that a $500,000 deal. Peter, like $690 million was not even enough for you. You wanted more money, and you're saying 500K is a good paycheck. It's a great paycheck. I'm like, yeah, you're blind. You think it's great, but it's not that great. It's only like $270K. That's a lot of money. I can last it for like a couple of years. I'm like, no, Peter, it's not great. Pay Yvonne Jose a rich contract. Don't be cheap and greedy, Sarah. Yeah. You want skyscrapers to beat out Hollywood or not? Yo, Ivan, your company is better than Hollywood, Ivan. This isn't good enough. You know, they don't make this money in Hollywood, Ivan. Like $500,000 is a lot of money for Yvonne Jose, you know what I'm saying? $1.5 million is a lot of money for John Boyega, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Well, tell me that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because VJ's cheap, too, because VJ's a Hollywood chick. VJ be like, Ivan, Peter, you're being far too generous to the stars. You don't have to pay them this, man. You know what I'm saying? 500K, Peter's right. 500K is a good deal for Von Jose. I'm like, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you pay him this contract, he'll be pissed off. Peter, I haven't to worry about it. He won't be mad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared he won't work as hard for you, Peter. Like, Peter, I haven't to worry about it. I'll get him to work hard for me. Ivan, my Lord of the Actors made nothing. They work hard for me, man. He'll work hard, Ivan. Yeah, but he won't work as hard. He'll be pissed. Ivan, if he's mad, that's his problem. He has to pay for what he's worth. Ivan, who cares if they're mad? It's their problem. If they're pissed off, they get paid for what they're worth, Ivan. Yvonne Jose is a B-list actor. Look at his resume. He did Victorious. You know what I'm saying? He did that King Tut movie, whatever it is. He did Resident Evil. He's been doing independent movies since Victorious. He's not worth living in our contract, Ivan. He's only worth like 500K for your movie. 200K for the game. 250K for the merch. That's 950K. That's good enough. It's like 450K is back. It's a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. I'm Ivan. It's a lot of money. You don't see it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's greedy, obviously. VJ, Ivan, I'd be happy with that. I'm like, VJ, it's easy for you to say that when you sign your massive deal with me for the Amazon deal. It's easy for you to say that. Guys, this is not right. John Favreau are like, Ivan, Peter has a point, man. He's not worth living our contract. Now, pay him like 950K, that's good enough. This is more than what he makes in Hollywood. Your company will be better in Hollywood. Don't worry about it, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I'm like, guys, no. This is not right. You're being cheap, guys. I'm like, Ivan, you're being too fucking generous. This is madness, man. You're overpaying all your actors, man. This is crazy. I would never pay them this, I'm saying. I'm like, John, it's easy for you to say that when you sign your $100 million deal for your royalties. Yeah, but I've never your CEO, yes, and you want me to pay Yvonne Jose $950K. It's not fair. That's not the point. The point is that's what he's worth. He's not worth an $11 million deal, Ivan. This is crazy, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He's not worth that, Ivan. I'm saying John Boyega's not worth 8.9. Ivan, he's only worth like $1.5 million, $2 million at most for your movie, Ivan. He's a rising star. Danielle Burnett's only worth like $400K for your movie, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all cheap and greedy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle's only worth like $5-6 million for your movie, Ivan. Vigo's only worth $4 million for your movie because they're all cheap and greedy, obviously. Carl Urban's only worth like $900K for your movie, Ivan, because they're all cheap and greedy, yeah. Peter will probably push, before I shut his camera, I talk about the girlfriend topic, if I give Peter full power for the contracts, guaranteed he'll pay like Carl Urban $900K or something like that for the movie because he's cheap and greedy, obviously. He'll pay Yvonne Jose like $500K. He'll pay John Boyega maybe $1.8 million or something like that, or $2 million, $1.5 million for the movie because he's cheap and greedy. He thinks that's good. That's not bad, obviously. He'll pay maybe Danielle Burnett $450K. He thinks that's a good paycheck, obviously. He'll pay Gigi Montu maybe $2.3 million. $2.4 million for the movie. You know what I'm saying? He'll pay, you know what I'm saying, all these actors way, way less, man. He's cheap. You know, Peter's cheap and greedy, obviously. Mel might do the same thing too, because they're all cheap and greedy people. They're not generous like me. I have a good heart. I know what it's like to be poor. I know the kind of money I'm going to make off my movie. I don't know, 18, 20 million bucks off my movie. Don't hate me. I know I'm going to make that kind of money. That's why make sure the actors get paid and give them a small piece of the royalties. That way you keep everyone happy. They're not mad and angry when they work. Because I guarantee the Lord actors were a bit pissed off when they worked. This is bullshit, man. We're doing this blood and sweat and tears for peanuts. Yeah, and Peter's taking all that money for himself. Yes. That's why I guarantee you Peter shut his mouth. I guarantee when Peter signed that deal for Lord of the Rings, he kept his lips sealed. He made like his 10 to 30 million bucks in base for Lord of the Rings. The other Lord of the Rings got peanuts. He's fucking greedy, obviously. And he took home $2 million of the pie of the royalties. Peter kept his lips sealed. Because he didn't want the stars to feel like total shit. Because he made way, way more than them. An embarrassment of riches. But I guarantee the actors found out how much money he made. They're like, holy shit. Peter is a greedy animal, man. He made $250 million off Lord of the Rings. And like $10 to $30 million for his base for the 3 movies. He's fucking greedy, man. We deserve a small piece of that. They did. The actors for Lord of the Rings deserved a small piece of that money. They deserved a good $500K of Peter's money. But I heard they got the Warner bonus. If Lord of the Rings actors got the Warner bonus, then they were well taken care of. But if they didn't, Peter's obviously greedy. He could have paid them $500K of his money. Just the 7 stars. Not the minor ones. No, just the 7 stars. You could have paid the $500K. That's like what? Like $3.5 million of your money gone? That's not that big of a deal. But because Peter's greedy, I want to be sad at this. He took the whole thing himself. It's mine! It's all mine! He's greedy, obviously. He's a greedy pig, obviously. And he'll try and take the whole 1% too from my movie. He'll push for like $1 billion deal. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not paying you that. You're fucking greedy, man. $700 million deal is enough in New Zealand money. 580 in Canadian, which is 690, almost 700 million New Zealand money. That's enough money. You're getting greedy. You're gonna make like, I don't know, $370 million after taxes. That's enough money to last you multiple lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? You're getting greedy. That's enough money, Peter Sincera. Stop being greedy and stop thinking about yourself. And think about others for once, Peter. Don't be fucking greedy. So the difference between you, Peter, even though I'm greedy as fuck and I'm taking all the money to myself, obviously, I'm generous enough to pay you a rich salary out of my pocket and give you a nice piece of the royalties. Give my 7 team a nice piece of the royalties. Pay the actors one. Give the actors a nice piece of the royalties. Pay the crewmen well. Take out hundreds of millions of dollars of my own money to make sure the crewmen get paid. Whereas you didn't do that for Lord of the Rings. You took everything for yourself because you're fucking greedy, man. It's a greedy pig. I'm not giving them shit. I took the whole thing for myself. Yes. And you're going to try and do the same thing for Zanes, which is not happening. I'm not going to give you all the 1%, you greedy pig. Shut my cab here.